Right, enter input radius and height. No, it's a cylinder. Enter radius to display. Don't copy it, just watch. Enter height to display. And here we need to input R, and here we need to input H. That's the reading part, right? Then the pi value is set, and this is calculated, right? Okay. So remember to indent the lines. That's very important. Pi equals 3.141, and then V equals, since it's a pseudocode, you can even use this left arrow. You can use set command also. Set V to pi multiplied by R multiplied by R multiplied by H. That's all, right? Then output, send you can let's put it like this. Send volume is V to display. Right. One important thing, that is the loop. We didn't think about the loop, right? So this will run only once. Right, now we need to use the loop. You can see that the loop will continue by asking a question. Calculate another volume, right? So here you can use a repeat until or a while loop. Let's use a while loop. Okay, so here if you're using the while loop, or shall we use a repeat until? What do you think? Okay, I'll use both. Right? So if you're using while loop, let's have they have asked a question for you. Of course, you can customize it, right? Something like spend calculate another question mark to display. Here the tricky part is the loop, right? And then input. In the book it was received, no? Senator? Or anyone?
Yes, sir. It's receive.
Use
yeah,
receive, right?
receive.
Okay. Even if you use input, it's okay. Okay, let me follow the book, right? Receive. I get mixed up because in A level we use a different method. O level we use a different method. Right. And from keyboard was also there, no? From keyboard.
Yes, sir.
It's pretty much from keyboard. All those keywords should be capital, right? Okay, so receive. Let's say receive continue. Continue is a variable, right? Then we have to start the while loop. I'm going to indent these lines. Unfortunately, I can't do that here. I had to use the space bar, so I'm going to start the while loop somewhere here, right? While means as long as continue equals yes, do, right? You read the continue from keyboard. Obviously, it's from keyboard, right? Why do you have to say it's from keyboard? Anyway, that's how they have put in the book. While continue equals yes, you do this, right? And that means if it is any other answer, it will stop the while loop, right? But the thing is, okay, here when you say yes, this condition becomes true and it will calculate the volume and output the volume. But if you want to continue this, now that day also we saw while loop should have an increment or an input. Without that, the while loop will get stuck. It will not continue, right? So we need to ask the same question inside the while loop. Okay. After performing one calculation, you have to ask, do you want to continue or not? Okay. So remember that, right? Otherwise, the while loop will not continue. So we'll copy this and put it after this. Did you understand why we need to repeat this? Yeah. Okay. So, and then comes the end while. So while to end while it will loop. Understood, all of you? Can you give a thumbs up if you understood? Where first you get the input, do you want to continue? Right? That actually doesn't make sense because like you are starting for the first time, right? But it's okay. In this particular question, it's okay. Do you want to continue? Right? Or you can say, do you want to calculate? It says calculate another. No? We haven't calculated, so we'll say, do you want to calculate? We'll make it sensible. Do you want to calculate volume? Then it's right now. Right?
Sir, can't you just set the value to yes or set it to true?
Yeah,
by
that's
default?
also that's also correct. Yeah, without doing this, you can
Okay, sir.
set the continuity yes. Okay, yeah, we'll do like that. Good point. So continue, we set it to yes by default. Okay, so then this becomes true. Okay, we'll use the standard, right? Set continue to yes. As long as, while means as long as, right? As long as continue is yes, you do this, and then you have to ask the question. Now we can have this calculate another inside this, right? Calculate another, and you receive that, and then you go back and check whether it is yes. If it is yes, it will continue. Otherwise, it will exit. But here the problem is it will work for even anything else other than yes. You don't really need to say no, right? But it doesn't matter depending on this question, right? It's just 4 marks, and they just want to convert this, but not to validate. There's no validation part in this, so this is fine for 4 marks. Okay. Now this is while loop. Okay. Now let me show you the repeat until. Okay. Don't do it. Just wait. Good. Give your points. Right. If it is repeat until, we don't need any of these, right? Because repeat until is a post condition loop where the condition is checked at the end, right? So we just need to repeat here. We repeat this, and then at the end we ask a question, right? Send calculate another to display receive continue from keyboard, and then you have to use until. Right. Remember, until is checking the goal. right? Checking an endpoint, not like while. While means as long as. Always think while as long as. But this one is until you reach a goal. What is the goal? Until continue, right? Equals to no. There you go. Right. When the continue becomes no, you stop. No end while. Okay. Is that clear? Is that clear? You repeat this, calculate, display and everything, and then you ask a question. Do you want to calculate another? And you continue this whole thing until continue becomes no. If this is yes, it will continue. Again, the problem is, right, there's no validation here. Whether you put yes or anything else, it will continue until you enter no. Right. Again, you don't need to worry about the validation part here. Okay. Is that clear, guys? Did you understand? So here also you can keep a space. Remember white space to increase the readability. Applies for pseudocodes also, right? Okay. Any point I missed? Any mistake I did? Kisum, Salman, Senara, Venu. Do you think there are any mistakes? Fine. Okay. Thanks. Right. Now can you do it? It's your turn, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to close this. Right. You choose while or repeat until and do it and put a screenshot. I want to see your screenshot in the group. Then I will give an okay. Right? Okay, quickly, 5 minutes on your own. Can others also send me a screenshot quickly? And also, did you go through my marks analysis? This one. Okay, this shows. This is according to the last year. Last year means 2022. This year. This year mark boundaries, right? But our gateway mark boundaries are so high. So according to gateway mark boundaries, we don't have any nines, right? So this is 2022 grade boundaries. What I have shown here is your current grade according to that, and this is the next grade that you can go to. If you are in 3, you can go to 4, and this is the total marks that you have to get for both papers to get up to 4. So this will help you to understand your current level, right? Okay, so make sure that you go past at least 6, 6 or above. Try to get at least 6 or above. Otherwise, it's not. It doesn't have any recognition, much recognition. Okay, so keep that in mind. This will help you to target yourselves to a higher grade. This year, 2022, 9 was given from 60, 64 out of 80. Out of 80, yeah. Okay, what about others? Can you quickly share a screenshot? I'll give you 2 minutes. If not, I'm going to the next question. Okay. Senuda, you can start B. Open file 2A and write the program code to implement the bot. Test the program with some sample values. Check whether the program gives the right output. You can do this.
Oh, okay,
Others,
sir.
yeah, others quickly send me a
Okay,
screenshot.
sir.
Quick, quick, quick. I don't know whether you are in the seats or whether you are doing this or the. Another thing is in Python, you don't have repeat until, so you need to use a while loop, right?
Sir, I finished writing the program.
Did you test it?
Yeah, sir, it works, but and if you like enter n, it just ends it. But if you enter anything other than yes, it also ends it. Is that fine, sir?
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, sir.
This will work for only simple, right? Simple Y, right? Can you convert that to work with capital also?
Yeah, sir, I put.
Right. Okay. We'll go to the next one, right? Um, briefly describe the briefly describe the term decomposition. If the above program to be modified to calculate the surface area of the cylinder 2, how can you apply decomposition? Right now, you know decomposition is breaking down a problem into smaller problems, right? Um, First, you have to describe what decomposition is, right? Decomposition is breaking down a major problem into manageable, smaller problems. Mm. Then related to the question, if the above program is to be modified to calculate the surface area, right? Um, Now we can solve the above problem as two subproblems. One, calculating the volume. The other, calculating the surface area. Right? When implemented, when implemented, these two subproblems will be converted into two to what? What will they be converted to? These subproblems will be converted to what? Yeah. Convert into 2. What? To what? Give me 10 minutes. Yeah. Yando. Convert to what? Sub programs. Okay. Sub programs, which can be either procedures or functions. Right. So that's the end of the question, right? Any questions? Any problems? Why aren't you guys typing? Right. We'll do this one and stop. So I'm going to have sessions like this and complete the 2 papers, right? Before the start of the new term. And towards the end, like closer to the school reopening, we'll try to have a physical class, a few physical classes also, right? Okay, Shivan is assigned to write a program to calculate total ticket price in a theme park ticketing counter. Following pseudocode is produced to implement the program. So the pseudocode is given this time. You are asked to write the written description. So that is so easy, right? Because written description, you can follow your own standard. It's just describing the steps, right, in line by line. But better to put the line numbers, and you don't need to go into detail even. Like you don't need to say like set child to 0 or define a variable called child. No need, right? You can take this whole thing as one, right? Initialize variables, right? So let's see how we can convert, right? So I'm going to convert like this. This part, you can say step 1, initialize initialize variables. That's all, right? Because in written description, it's just describing the steps. Then this one is input number of children and adults. Okay. I have given you the paper and all the data files, so you can do the whole paper after this discussion. After completing discussion, you can try the paper with timing. Do it again, right? Then this one. What happens here? If adult equals 2 and child is greater than 1, we assume that it's a family. So this is where we check whether it's a family, right? So you can say check for family, right? Then this one, step 4. What is step 4? What you can see here is it's calculating the total charge, right? Total charge for adults and children. So calculate the total charge for adults and children. So easy. Okay. And finally, this one, what has happened here? If family equals true, total equals total into 0.9. 0.9 means you are calculating 0.9 from the total, which means they are giving a discount. Right? 0.1 is taken out, given as a discount. That means 10% discount. Right? They are calculating 90%. or 9 over 10. Okay, so this one you can say if if it's a family, give a discount of 10%. Simple. Understood? All of you? Can I see a feedback?
Yeah. Yeah, sir. Understood.
Right. Did I do any mistakes? Any concerns? Any problems? Right. That's done. Okay, let me see whether we can do this also. Open Q3A in the code editor and implement the above program. Use the structure given in 0. Right. Okay. Shall we do this also? And then finish it, right? Okay. So 3A. Right. Let's do it together. This one. Okay. Nothing is given. It's just blank. That's how they do it. Later, at the beginning, they give the structure, but later they don't give anything, right? Okay. Right. Let's do it. Shall we do it as a game? I mean, game means like, let's see who's going to post the screenshot first. Whether it's you against me, right? You have to write this, test it, and paste the screenshot with the answer. Let's see who's going to do it first. You include an output also. There's no output in this pseudocode. You include an output. Yeah, I won. Who's going to be the second? Okay, Senuda is second. Who is going to be the third? Okay, Sinara is third. Who's going to be fourth? Salman, if you are done, you have to share the screenshot. We were looking for the places. I was first. Can I say? Yeah, that's what I. You have to send it on WhatsApp. I was first, and Senu the second, Senara third. Right. Okay, guys. I had to start the other class, right? See you then. See you in the next class, right?
Okay, so thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.